listen up. I like the way you teach it, not preachy. I like to listen up. I like the way you teach it, not preachy. I like to listen up. I like the way you teach it, not preachy. You better listen up. Listen up, my people. We're not gonna preach no, but we're gonna keep it real.
Shout out to Coach Brown on that.
Shout out.
Wellness coach, spiritual coach, life coach.
Oh my God.
Get your mind right.
Oh my God. That is amazing. Man, I'd like to welcome you guys in to the Not Too Preachy podcast and Not Too Preachy Facebook Live. And to those on Instagram, welcome to Not Too Preachy, where you can be informed, inspired, comforted, and convicted, all from the Word of God, just not too preachy. I'm your host, I'm Jason Brown, but the people that love me call me JB. And I'm in with a very special person. I'd like to introduce to some and present to others. I'm trying to find the right words before I actually say your name.
Okay.
Because the voice is so unique and it's like butter rum sauce on a warm bread pudding.
Butter rum sauce on a warm bread pudding.
Introducing the song.
Hey man, that's the first for that one. I'm with it though.
Presenting to others, my new friend.
Yeah.
And already my brother, Mr. Shawn Sounds. Welcome to Not Too Preachy. And here's the thing that I already know about you.
Okay.
That you're not too preachy.
I'm not.
I can say, because the brim.
Oh yeah, I'm just giving the people a little, you know what I'm saying?
Killer.
A little something, yeah.
Killer.
Yeah,
Killer, that's killer.
Yeah, just a little, you know what I'm saying, a little hat.
Man, I come in with the H time because I stay holy.
Yeah.
Southside stay holy.
Well, I've been wearing hats ever since I went bald, so it's a part of my brand and my signature.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I wear a hat because I can't get to the barber shop. It's different underneath this hat.
Listen,
not what I'm used to.
This quarantine situation, it was only 2 people in the barbershop. That never happens.
Yes.
Yeah, barbershop is always fully packed.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get into the show, man. I'm going to give a couple of shout outs real quickly, and then I want to open up the floor if you have some shout outs as well. First off, we want to give a shout out to all first responders. All of those medical personnel, those people, police officers, paramedics, firefighters, nurses, doctors, the people that took care of my son. That's for another time, for another day. We want to say thank you for putting it on the line every day. Every day. We do not, well, I know we don't take your contribution lightly, and we certainly don't take coronavirus lightly. We are in Harris County, and we are less than 10 people. We are in here doing this thing as best as we can. So shout out to y'all. A couple of happy birthdays. Well, it is Cinco de Mayo.
Already.
And years ago, when me and my wife first moved to the house where we live in, we had a great neighbor by the name of Bobby Fernandez. Bobby, happy birthday to you, brother. I remember sitting on your back porch watching the Floyd Mayweather fight on your birthday. I appreciate that time, man. So happy birthday, Bobby. We miss you guys. Sean August over at Church at Bethel's family. Happy 45 to you. I told it, but you got it on your Facebook page, so I feel like I can tell it. Happy birthday to my friend and my mentor out in Atlanta, Georgia area right now, Marcus Mercier. Happy birthday to you. I know you're older than me, so we're going to leave your age at that. My brother from Southern University, Dr. Ken Stewart. Happy birthday to you. And the good bros, young Corey Mose, you have a birthday coming up. Happy birthday to the good bros, Root to the Cubes. All right? You got any birthday shout-outs? Any shout-outs, man?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out my niece, whose birthday was 2 days ago. She turned 19, so this is her last year in the teens. And one of my best friends, who's a singer-songwriter here in Houston, her name is Miriam Echo. Her birthday is tomorrow, so I definitely want to shout them out. And anybody else that's celebrating a birthday this month, anybody that's celebrating a May birthday, happy birthday to you guys. And I don't know. Mine's is just real general. All my family, friends, fans, followers, supporters, all over the world. You know, thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. Stay protected. Make sure you continue to distance yourself socially. Wash your hands, and do what you need to do to remain safe. So,
word up.
Yeah.
Final shout out. This week is special for educators. But today is the official day. It's Teacher Appreciation Day. Teacher Appreciation Week. And for those educators, particularly all the ones that are on the front line in the classroom, happy Teacher Appreciation Day to you, and happy Teacher Appreciation Week to you. And I hope that you enjoy this week, even though it's different than what we've experienced. I had an opportunity to go to campus today and hand out gift bags, that kind of stuff, and show our teachers love, man.
Yeah,
and so
absolutely.
we really appreciate it. Now, and I'm saying that on purpose to soapbox for 30 seconds.
Okay.
As much as we love the Teacher Appreciation Days, and as much as we love the Teacher Appreciation Week, I am certain that COVID-19 has shown how important teachers and educators are to the overall life and living of everybody. And so, I want you to call and email your congressman and say, we appreciate our teachers more than just on a week and just on a day. Pay them what they worth to society.
Absolutely.
How about we get better health care benefits?
Absolutely.
My premiums are high.
Yeah.
But I take care of your children. And I take care of children of people who are at their companies and they get 100% benefits.
Yeah.
And I think this is proof
that should be the same for teachers, for educators.
Absolutely, absolutely. No educator should have to pay for benefits, and we should have the best that's out there.
I agree.
And our pay should be commensurate with our worth to the global economy. We have shown through this, and COVID has exposed it, that we are needed more than people think.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as soon as you can, and it's safe, you're sending little Johnny back to school.
Listen, ready. Quick passing in a hurry.
In a hurry. If you could have sent him yesterday and felt comfortable about it, he would have slapped a mask and glasses on.
Man, listen.
If you don't get out of my house.
Yeah. And my thing is this. I want people to understand that, teachers, have been and are stressed out because we're learning a different way of teaching and staying present in our students' lives, whereas face-to-face learning is a thing, especially some of our elderly teachers, seasoned veteran teachers who aren't as privy to using technology. They're learning how to incorporate virtual learning and stuff like that. So pray for teachers and educators across the United States right now who are taking to virtual learning as their sole means of instruction and assessment and things like that, because it's stressful. And then you have some teachers who are parents as well, so they're trying to juggle keeping their kids entertained and keeping them fed, or keeping them busy with doing something so that they can take the task to teach and to grade and all that other kind of stuff. So it's a lot going on right now. Everybody's under pressure, but just keep your teachers and your administrators uplifted in prayer, because this is new for everybody. So,
indeed, I know a lot of teachers that are stressing. Yeah. Especially those of us who are educators, and our children are going through this as well.
Absolutely.
And so it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I think teachers are to be highly valued and respected in society.
And one more thing, shout out to the class of 2020.
Yes.
I think we gotta give it up to you guys.
Yes.
I think that it's unfortunate if you're a graduating senior in high school or graduating senior in college to trek the road in the ways that you have over the years for it to finally come to this, where you can't really celebrate your success of finally graduating this year. For those who are want to go to prom and senior pictures, it's just a lot of things that graduating seniors in high school and college, for that matter, who you just aren't able to traditionally celebrate in the ways that people in other classes have. So shout out to you guys, and we're proud of you for getting this far. And it might be unconventional or non-traditional, but find a way to celebrate you. Find a way for you guys to celebrate as a class virtually, because you still deserve it.
And let me add to that, don't abandon ship. You've done the work.
Yeah.
So continue pressing on with your goals and how you envision your life and your dreams and aspirations.
Yeah.
Then COVID may have taken the celebration, but it didn't take your work away.
Yeah, absolutely.
It didn't take your degree away.
You have to finish line.
Away. Finish. Continue going. Continue going. That's a good word.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Finish line.
So we're in a new segment.
Okay.
And this is one of my favorite segments.
Okay.
But I'm going to yield to you on this one.
All right.
And we'll see where this goes.
Okay.
For those of you viewing for the first time, so Not Too Preachy, I do a segment called I Am Vexed. But today we are changing the name of the segment. Shawn is vexed.
Oh dear. Okay.
Shawn, do you have anything
Yeah.
that vexes you, man?
Ooh, yeah, man. I got a few things that vex me. One is if I'm sitting at the red light and the red light turns green, and within a millisecond before I'm able to pull off, you already holding the horn. Yeah, that vexes my spirit, my soul. I can't stand it. I can't deal with it, and I'm petty enough to just sit there and make you wait on it. And then I pull off right before the light turn red again.
Boom,
so now you got to sit through that thing.
You got a decision to make. You gonna run that red light?
Or you gonna sit there? Yeah, but let me decide when I'm ready to go, and don't let it be a millisecond after the light turned green. I don't like that.
Can I tell you that happened to me today?
Did you make them wait?
I
You should have made them wait.
man. So look, I'm trying to grow in the Lord.
Mm.
And I don't know how pleased the Lord is with certain areas of my pettiness. Because I'm also the one that if I'm driving, no matter what lane I'm in, and you run up on me,
Right.
and you got lane, you can move.
Yeah.
Now I'm driving enough to say, you know what, I'm not gonna drive in the fast lane if I'm not in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're in a hurry, but if I'm driving in the fast lane, I see you coming, I'm gonna get on out the way.
Yeah.
But don't run up on me.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Sit
I'm gonna slow down.
there. I don't mind. I mean,
I'm gonna slow down.
you know, and I'm not the road rage type person, but I do feel like, everybody already know it's just a certain behavior you got to have when you sharing the roadways with people and rushing folks and trying to be intimidating and being aggressive. That ain't it. I don't like it.
I don't have road rage, but I am road petty.
Okay, yeah, me too. I'm trying to tell you, I would sit there until the light turns yellow, and I'll dart off, and then they can take it or leave it.
What I love is when you
Or they can move around,
Right.
Yeah, either one.
What I love is when they ride all up on you going fast, and they zoom past you,
Yeah.
and then we end up at the light next to each
And up
other.
at the end, you just kind of turn and
Just
look at
kinda
it
like
like,
this.
really? You did all of that
What's up?
just to sit at the same light with me?
Just a little glance.
Yeah, so that vexes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm so glad that you are spiritually mature enough not to act in a precarious way.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a vexed state.
Right.
Amen.
No, I keep it cool.
Amen. I'm glad, man. I appreciate you participating in that. That's
Okay.
That's a vex.
That's an interesting thing, vex.
Oh,
okay.
Vex.
I like it.
Yeah. So let's move forward because I want to get to know you.
Okay.
The people that may not know Shawn Sounds, I want them to hear some things about you. So I'll ask you a couple of questions, man. We can talk a little bit.
All right.
So we know, for those of you who don't know, Shawn was a strong participant in season 16 of The Voice. For what I recall, you were in the top 8.
Yeah.
At least. I'm curious, what was your road like to The Voice? Because for what many of us know about you, and I know this is the book is still being written, but from what we know, that's a pinnacle point.
Yeah.
Just from what we know. So tell us a little bit about the road to The Voice.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, to be honest, the road has been, I've been traveling this road ever since I was a little boy, singing, growing up singing in church. Then I, eventually started singing in school, middle school, high school, went off to college, sang in college, on scholarship. And, just all of those years of development pretty much sharpened, the iron to allow for me to be the singer that I am today. And it's been a long time coming. I'll say that. But as it relates to the specific journey of being on The Voice, and Coach Brown, who wrote the awesome jingle for the podcast, can attest to it, man. I was teaching in Aldine School District, and I was also working as a an independent artist. I was gigging a lot, studio, stuff like that. And he and I, we're having a conversation one day, and I was like, I think I'm gonna start doing a video a day in my classroom, whether it's like on my conference period, on my lunch break, and we came up with this cool idea or concept for like a lunch series. So every day I would, record a video, upload it, get people to share it, just to make people happy, just to, sing, whatever. And one day in particular, one of my students, she asked me, she was like, Mr. Taylor, are you famous? Did you go viral? I was like, no, I've never gone viral. I'm not famous. She was like, well, how many views you get? I was like, maybe like 300, and it was what it was at the time. And she was like, you're going to go viral one day, Mr. Taylor. I was like, all right, this is I think it was March the 6th or the 7th or something like that, a few years ago. And I shared the video, and randomly, she was right. I feel like the day she said it is the day that it happened, and the video went viral on Instagram and on Facebook because there's a page on Instagram called They Have Range. They shared it on their platforms, which they have hundreds of thousands of followers who subscribe to singers and music and stuff like that.
Right.
And from that, maybe 2 or 3 days later, I did a video, and Snoop saw it on their page, on the They Have Range page on Instagram, and he was like, man, who's this dude? He shared it on his page, so that sent a lot of people my way. And I guess both situations with They Have Range and with Snoop, it provided exposure and visibility, so much so that somebody from NBC saw me and was like, hey, do we want you on the show? And I was like, I'm not really into that. I don't really want to do a competition show for singing.
So hold on, let me pause you for a second.
Okay.
So one, I saw the video that Bud was.
Yeah.
You call him Coach Brian.
Yeah.
I call him Bud.
Yeah, Bud.
Bud.
Okay.
So I was watching that. I was like, this dude.
Yeah.
This dude has instruments in his throat.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a beautiful sounding voice, right? And I saw that. That one. Two, I want y'all to hear what he just said. That initially you were like, I'm not really interested.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it.
What was?
Well, since the inception of reality-based singing competition shows, American Idol, America's Got Talent, you have all these different shows. I've done my part, my due diligence in years past to go and stand in line overnight, hours at a time just to stand before, some executives, and they listen to you sing 30, 45 seconds and tell you, no, thank you. I've done that several times. I've actually auditioned for The Voice before, for American Idol, and I just kind of got to a place where I was like, I don't think that is for me. I don't think that's my journey. I don't think that's going to be my process. But when they reached out to me, I told them, I was like, I'm not really interested. And they were like, well, we're going to allow for you to kind of bypass some of the rigmarole of having to go to the open call and stuff. We'll just, pretty much put you in front of the executive producer. So I made my way to Dallas. I met with them. Sang for them a little bit. They got some B-roll just to kind of see if they like how I am on film and if I would be a good fit for the show. And the rest is history. They liked me enough to offer me a chance to do the blind audition, and that went well. And yeah,
I hear a lesson in that. That one, that wasn't your first time.
No.
And so there's a level of perseverance that comes
Absolutely.
with it, and even being honest. There's also a level of frustration that can come with it, because really all we need is one yes.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah.
You can have 1,000 no's,
Right.
but all those of us who are pushing to make impact on the world are looking for the one yes, and that's all you needed was one yes.
Yeah. And what's crazy is the year before all of that happened, I moved out of my apartment and I moved in with my aunt because I wanted to downsize, save some money. Because I had planned on resigning from teaching that year, and I was going to go to law school. In fall of 2018, I was either going to go to UH or, TSU. I was going to go in a totally different direction because I didn't think that music was going to happen for me.
Sure.
So, there's a lesson in that, too, in that, no sooner than you think, you're writing the story, you're not. You're not in control. This is all set up and pre-designed for it to be what it's going to be. We just along for the ride.
How about that?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: where or is there a particular instance that stands out for you where you say that was God? A particular any moment, whether this be life or even as you roll to The Voice, or even since then, where something happened that was too amazing for man to have orchestrated.
I mean, I kind of touched on it. I really think that situation where my student asked me about going viral and then it actually happened in that same day. I mean, to me, that in itself is like, wow, because I've been doing videos for so long and, just posting them and nothing, people enjoy them and people will share them, but it didn't reach, the masses in the way that that one video did the day that she asked me about going by. You know, she was like, and you know, kids in their minds, they don't always understand. So they would go to my YouTube and see that I had plenty of videos.
Mm-hmm.
So they automatically see somebody's on the internet. They got their own YouTube channel and they have a lot of videos. You must be famous. So they would ask me that all the time. I'm like, no, I'm not famous. You know. So
I'm sitting here with you.
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, if I was famous, I promise you, I wouldn't be sitting here in this classroom with you. But yeah, I think that was all God that she asked me that day. I posted that video, and I went home after work, took a nap, got up, and then my phone just kept going off, notification after notification. I was just like, man, what is going on? And I finally went to Instagram and I saw I started getting all these likes and comments, and I didn't understand why all of these followers, had just randomly started following me. So I had to kind of click around to see who sent these people. And then I found the page they had ranged, and I saw where they posted the video, and then I saw the number of views that it was attracting. I was like, oh, I see what's happening here. And then I went to Facebook, the same thing. They posted a video on their Facebook, and I think that video shot up to about 1.2 million.
Oh my God.
So yeah, once it got there, I was like, okay, I see you guys.
Yeah.
The day she asked me, I was like, no, I'm not famous. I don't go viral. I average about 300 views, per video. That day, it changed. Everything changed.
That is so amazing.
Yeah.
Because there are people, and this is a Not Too Preachy moment right here, because there are people that are saying, hey, if you say it, it'll just happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those people, because I can say car, and the bill will happen.
Mm-hmm.
The car note will happen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I do believe that the word says, and I believe the word that it says, life and death on the power of the tongue. On the power of the tongue. And so I definitely am one that I've been careful on what I say. I believe that the Lord hears, but I definitely will not speak death.
Yeah.
And when the time comes, you speak life, because I think that's what she did without being.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Realized it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She said it.
Yeah, she said,
And God is probably like, it's already in the plan.
Yeah.
Watch this. Because here's the thing, and I'm not trying to give a movie plug, but there's an old movie out there called The Adjustment Bureau. Have you ever seen this movie? It's a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. But what they have in the Adjustment Bureau are these men that walk around in top hats that have these black books. And they go around and following people that they're assigned to. But in the black book is the plan for their life.
Okay.
And so what they do is they make sure that things happen according to plan. And the moment that the person that they're assigned to gets off plan, they do something to get them back on track.
Okay.
And so it'll be as simple as you on your way, you get on the bus and you're on your way somewhere where you have no business going, but you spill coffee on your pants. And now you got to go back in the house and change and adjust the bus.
Right.
And that gets you back on course.
Right.
You were on your way to Thurgood Marshall,
Yeah.
or you were on your way to the University of Houston School of Law, and then that girl came and spoke coffee on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And before you know
it,
then Uncle Snoop said, yeah, here we go.
Yeah. And that was just, confirmation or and it was funny because the show used that in the story,
Sure.
that he went viral, generating all these numbers, then Snoop sees it. And then, the interesting part about it was Snoop is a, hip hop rap head. He doesn't necessarily, you wouldn't think that he would necessarily, appreciate old school R&B, which is, the type of music that I was doing.
Right.
So for him to have shared it, they were like, man, you must be something, if Snoop see your video and repost it. So
Absolutely.
I think that was pretty cool. But yeah, man, just the fact that, that particular day she said it, and then that night it happened, I don't think you can look at it any other way. That was God.
That's all God.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I see the God movement in there, and I also see the challenges of you dealing with your own frustration. You have the challenge of standing in line. And so it's not like this is an overnight sensation. You've been doing this.
Oh, yeah.
You've been putting in the work.
Been working.
You've been taking care of your voice.
Been working.
And you've never stopped singing.
No, not since I was little.
And that's a beautiful thing. What would you say? Because people that make it are the anomaly.
Yeah.
I talk to kids all the time at school. The kids say, you know what? I want to play in the NFL. I said, that's cool. Check out the statistics.
Right.
In order for you to play in the NFL, you need to be the top 1.8% of football athletes in the world. and then there's no guarantee you'll have a sustainable career.
Right.
And I know, from what I've seen, it's not much different in show business
Mm-hmm.
and in entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that are on here that are watching that may be dreamers and have these kind of aspirations,
Right.
where the odds are absolutely stacked against them.
Yeah.
Where they are in the 98%,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to get to the top 2%.
Right.
What would you tell those people
Mm-hmm.
who are waiting in the lines,
Right.
who are on their way to quit,
Mm-hmm.
or who are about to turn it all in to chase the dream, or who have already done that? What would you tell them where they are right now?
Right. So it's two things. Number one, hard work and consistency, I think are key. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, there are a lot of people that are successful right now in the music industry that aren't that talented. They don't sing well, they don't rap well, they don't write, or they don't write well. And, you know, those are key components of what it is to be a recording and a performing artist. So when you think about these people who lack
Shout out to Mumble Rap.
right, yeah.
I'm a singer.
Right, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
That Soulja Boy on. Like, since Soulja Boy, you know, music has changed hip hop, rap wise.
It's changed.
And, you know, and I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah.
But what I will say is for artists who have made it, that are in that, you know, 1% per se, that are successful in doing it, you know, and doing it well, doing it big, if you are aspiring to be like them, and you want to be on their level, you know, whatever it is, whatever success looks like for you, you have to understand that those people worked hard and have been consistent at it, because talent didn't necessarily get them where they are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They just worked hard, they were consistent, and you know, there are other things, you know, you gotta have a vision, you gotta have a strategy, you gotta have the right team of people around you, you know, you gotta have the fiscal means and resources to make that happen. But you can be one of the most talented athletes, artists, you know, entertainers, whatever it is that you do, whatever your discipline is, and not make it. So,
Right.
you know, with that being said, you got to look to what these other people have done and are doing to make it to the top and to stay there. And I think a lot of that has to do with hard work and consistency.
Hard work
So
and consistency.
that's what I would say.
Hard work and consistency. I want to repeat that for those of you who are watching. Hard work and consistency, and it still does not guarantee you the spot.
Right.
But what it does guarantee is that you'll be ready when and if the opportunity comes.
Absolutely. And with that, you know, if you've honed in on your skills and you're good at what you do, now you have hard work and consistency meets talent, and then boom, you know, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
And that's why you see a lot of rappers who come and go. You see a lot of singers who come and go. You ever hear of the one-hit wonders? You get what I'm saying? That has to do with the hard work and the consistency was there for them to get there. You kind of lack talent. You give us one good song, and then nobody's checking for you after that. So you still have to work at the talent itself, but what's going to get you there is the hard work and consistency. And I think what's going to keep you there is keeping God first, having talent, having the right team of people around you that's going to, you know, tell you what's best for you and guide you in the right direction to make sure you don't make any, you know, big mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope y'all are taking notes on this, man. God first, hard work and consistency, and to stay there, hone the craft,
Yeah.
whatever that is. Develop the skill, continue to find ways to get better, to work at it, to keep improving, to keep up with the times, and to keep up with the movements and paying attention to what's going on. I think I'm eating that.
Yeah.
I'm eating that right now.
That's real talk.
I receive all of that. For those of us who are Bible believers, man, we have a kind of go-to scripture. You know, when we encounter whatever tough times, good times, whatever. But there's a go-to spot that always recenters and focuses us. It's a life scripture. Do you have anything like that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I do. I take to the Lord's Prayer a lot. I sing it a lot for weddings.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about it is, you know, you have two people who are becoming one, and they're doing that under the sovereignty of God. You get what I'm saying? So one of my go-to forms of text when it comes to Bible and scripture, religion, you know, spirituality is the Lord's Prayer. That's that. But, you know, as it relates to a particular scripture itself, probably Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he'll direct your path. I mean, that's that's it. You know you don't really need much more Bible after that. Yeah, I mean you know because this whole life experience is not about us.
Right.
You know, so if you really just kind of think about those words, like, okay, I'm supposed to be trusting in you.
Yeah.
You know, but oftentimes, you know, as people, humans, you know, flesh, we lose sight of that.
Sure.
You know, we think we're in control and we want things to be a certain way, and that ain't always what it is.
Right. We sometimes think we know what we're doing out here.
Yeah.
And we lean on our own understanding, but that text says to not even put any weight on our understanding, but put it all on Him.
Yeah.
And He'll direct you.
Because He cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because He cares.
Yeah, because He cares for you.
I'm not gonna be too preachy.
Right. No, I get it.
But even in making I got to deal with the text, man. You didn't brought the text. Even in making the path straight, or even directing the path, does not mean that path will be free from obstacles. It does not mean that path will be free from turns and people that mean to do you harm. That path will not always be straight like a freeway, and you, the president of the United States, with a motorcade.
Right.
Sometimes it's gonna look like the Damascus Road, with some people on the side waiting to get at you.
Yeah.
But even on that road, then a Samaritan can come along and offer you assistance and show you what love looks like.
Right.
And so, because people sometimes think that, you know, with Christianity, like we walk around, they're like, oh yeah, it's hard sometimes, man. And it's not, and it doesn't. Sometimes there are obstacles in our way intentionally. Because there are lessons that we need to learn, and you know, like being an educator, that you're not going to get out of my class till you pass that test.
Yeah. And you know, the interesting thing about it is the Bible is the blueprint, right?
Yeah.
But we are left to our own interpretations of this blueprint.
Yeah.
So what it is to be a Christian every day is different for everybody.
Yeah.
Based on what they're interpreting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's that too.
Yeah, that's woo.
Yeah.
How much time?
There's that.
But how about this? Because there's one thing that should be consistent for all Christians: love. If the church would just learn how to love unconditionally.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we have to agree, but the command is to love.
Absolutely.
We can walk out of here right now and fall out behind something.
But I still love you though.
I have to.
Yeah.
If I call myself a Christian.
Right.
If I call myself a Christian, because I might be the one behind you.
But honking your horn at the red light. You're going to be sitting at the next red light too.
And then you're like, you know what, man? They're like, remember that last time we talked to Shawn? She remember the first time. I thought right. But I think we spend so much time trying to say, you ought to do this, you ought to do that, and you know, churches are guilty of being so judgmental and those kind of things, where nobody in no place with no skin on their body is in any place to judge anybody. You know, a tub got to sit on his own body. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I can't judge. You don't, man, you can't come home with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because there's some things where I need work. That's just keep it 100. Keep it 100. Yeah. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, the Lord's Prayer, I think are...
Those are my go-tos.
I appreciate that sharing, and I hope you all appreciate that as well. If you could... let me take a tangent. I'm gonna ask you to do something.
Okay.
And then you can do with it what you will. Okay. Because indeed your name is Shawn Sounds.
Yeah.
And there may be 1,000 people on your Instagram, and maybe 2 or 3 people on my Facebook that would be interested in hearing the sound of Shawn Sounds. Is that something that you would be willing to do?
Yeah, not a problem.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay. Just anything? Okay.
I like him.
I got you. Okay. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, and to know that it was said by God. Oh, 'tis so sweet to trust in Daddy, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise. Oh my, just to know that it was said by God. Oh, so Daddy, Daddy, how I trust you, how I prove you more and more. Yeah, yeah. Daddy, Daddy, oh Daddy, my precious Daddy. I thank you for the grace to trust you more. Tis so sweet.
Ooh, man.
I haven't done that one in a long time.
Let me get myself together.
Okay. Compose yourself now. Yeah, I hadn't sang that one in a long time.
That's the feeling from an old church.
Yeah.
You sung
That was good. I'm going to pull that one back
I'm
out.
telling you, the hymns. I'm sorry.
The hymns will get you over.
Because that's the hymns will get you over.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against contemporary Christian music, but the hymns, when you say, "Oh, for grace to trust Him,
To trust Him more.
all you say after something like that is
Amen.
Amen. We're going to get off of here, man. Do you have anything that you want to share, you want to talk about before I do my little sign out thing?
I do. 3 things.
3 things.
Number 1, I want to thank you for having me.
Sure.
That's number 1. Thank you for having me. Any platform, any exposure, any visibility, any ways that I can connect with people through others, obviously is a blessing. You know, there are people that subscribe to you, that follow you and support you, that may not know, who I am and what I got going on. So I appreciate you for, giving me this opportunity to kind of share and, delve into your world.
Yeah.
The Not Too Preachy. Number 2, shout out to Coach Brown, Bud, the man with the plan.
The man with the plan.
Yeah, the man with the plan.
Beast Mode 365.
Absolutely.
Plan.
Yeah, we over here on 59. All right?
Yeah.
Right here on 59 in Beltway. Y'all come over here because there's plenty to get over here. Yeah. And
You want that work.
already. He gonna put it on you.
Want that work.
Listen, man, he had worked me out one time.
Yeah.
I thought my elbow was gonna fall off. I had to leave work, go to the Walgreens and go see if I was like, oh, what is the problem? I ain't done that since. But listen.
Okay, you said one time.
Listen,
one time.
but he good at what he does. So for those of you that are interested in physical training and wellness programs, he's the guy. I want to thank you for introducing me to your cousin. This is a great situation, and I want to say for those of you that are listening who again maybe you don't know who I am or you haven't heard of me. I do have a website, which is my name, Shawn Sounds.
Yes.
SHAWN Sounds, SOUNDS.com. All of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, anything social media wise, you can find under my name as well. So if you would subscribe and follow, that'd be great, because I have some awesome things coming up in the near future as it relates to original music that I plan on releasing, as well as performances. So you guys just stay tuned for that. And the best way to do that is by connecting with me via social media. And beyond this COVID situation, I plan on really blessing the world. I got some really great things in store. So
I tell you one thing, I'm gonna be locked in all of it.
Already.
I'm working on this, considering this TikTok situation. Y'all gotta realize I'm the old guy. Let's just keep running. So I'm trying
to keep up.
Trying to keep up. So I might be on TikTok because my son is looking at me like, you need to get on TikTok.
Oh, and one last thing. A lot of people have seen the video that I did while on The Voice. Where it was a performance with Matthew Johnson. He's based out of Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to my boy Matthew. He and I performed Never Too Much, and it was actually we were in competition with one another, but the performance was so great. It didn't feel like we were competing. He and I just came together as major giant talents, and we gave a spectacular performance. But anyway, since then, so many people around the world have been asking, like, hey, are you and Matthew going to collaborate?
Uh-oh.
And initially, it wasn't anything that I was thinking about because, you know, I'm independent, I'm a solo artist. But, you know, the frenzy is there, and people loved what we did together.
Mm-hmm.
So, FYI, I've gone to Jacksonville, and he and I have recorded 2 songs.
Uh-oh.
One of which is going to be on my project. Both will be on his, and just, yeah, y'all need to stay connected with me on social media because once that music comes out, I think you guys are going to love it. So shout out to Matthew in Jacksonville.
That's my dog. Also, just to let you know, I'm on Instagram too. It's JEBrown4142. That's my personal page, but you can hop on there. Also, my business page, 4142 YDS. We're Youth Development Services. We help anyone that's interested in serving kids and people who serve kids. That's my sweet spot. Got a writing camp coming up with a leadership piece too. Y'all gonna see that. It's gonna be coming up in the next couple of days, and that's gonna be an online course.
Okay.
And we're gonna produce published writers. I'm also available as a speaker, trainer, and coach. Now I'm not Coach Brown,
No, man.
but I'm Coach Brown.
Yeah, literally.
Wordplay. Wordplay. Also, for those of you who are on Facebook, well, both Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, if you look right on the link, I also opened the Well Done shop. That's what 4142 means, 41 audience. That's God, 42 words. That's Well Done, 4142. And so if you go and look on the link in my page on both 4142 YDS and J.E. Brown 4142, then you can go over there and order. Now, it's a pop-up online shop, so it's only going to be open for a couple of weeks. There's pre-orders, and so then you just read the instructions. You'll get your Well Done stuff. We got hoodies. We got sleeveless hoodies, we got short t-shirts, we got long sleeve t-shirts in various colors.
Some merch.
Yeah, got some merch coming out, right?
Yeah.
It's black, gray, blue, red, and white. All right, so go and order it before time runs out. So you're there, I have that posted. All right, y'all got all of that, man. With all that being said, I just hope you've been encouraged today. I hope you got some lessons. God first, hard work, determination, consistency, and hone your craft.
Absolutely.
And just understand that even then you may not make it, but you will have made a difference in somebody's life. And that's what we're really trying to do. Because when we see God face to face, we want to hear those 2 words.
Well done. Yeah, God.
So matter of fact, I
I
like.
think it good.
Yeah. That's it.
When I die, what will they say about me? Will the words that I've done be enough to help someone when I die? Well, I draw men's hearts to you at the setting of the sun. When I hear you say, well done, when I die, well done, well done. Well done. Well done, my faithful servant.
The Lord bless you and the Lord keep you. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And remember, that's the benediction. Not too preachy, y'all.
Right.